All right, everybody. So, our first speaker for today is Poonam Kotecha, um, and her presentation is on Venus and the Nakshatra Lord and the problems in marriage. Poonam, come on screen.
Yeah, hi, Ruchiji. Good evening.
Good evening.
Can everybody see my screen?
Yes,
Yes.
ma'am.
Okay, thank you. So my today's topic is about how Venus, the Nakshatra Lord, gives helps us to find out the main reason why the fights are going to happen or are happening in the marriage. This is a very fine technique. Do test this. So now through Venus Nakshatra Lord, one can find the reasons of fights in the marriage. How we have to go about. Note the house where the Venus Nakshatra Lord is sitting. That would be either the house of issue in the marriage, especially if it is afflicted. Step 2 is Venus, we all know, is the planet of love and relationship. And its Nakshatra Lord plays the most pivotal role. In transit, whenever there is it's getting any conjunction or it receives any malefic aspect, you will see arguments and conflicts during that period in marriage. So if you see something like this in your client's chart, you can just, tell her or him that just be careful during this period. So let me take the first example. Now over here, Venus is in the nakshatra of Saturn, who is the lord of fifth house. Now her husband has been having extramarital affair and was only after money behind this female. Okay. So Nakshatra Lord here is sitting in the second house with Mars. That also calls for family and finance. And Mars is also the Lord of seventh house. So when malefic aspected, that is three major malefics, that is Ketu, Mars and Sun, came in seventh house, she saw divorce. Second example. Now over here, Venus is in Nakshatra Lord of Ketu. Ketu is placed in the 12th house of indulgence and sensual pleasures. It is also the Lord of, the Lord goes in the sixth, this eighth house. Native spouse has always been having, he was always involved in multiple affairs and spending a lot of money on girls and, on his affairs and overall indulgence. So now this has been major cause of the fights in their marriage. In fact, she's gone to a step where she taps the phone, she keeps hires detective, and there is always this showdown always happening in her house. And recently, what I came to know was she has even synced his mobile. He knows that. So now, when somebody consults, you can just say, "Okay, is something happening in your marriage? Is there is a showdown in the marriage?" So with this, we can come to know that you get this little flavor. Over here, Venus is in the nakshatra of Hasta. The Lord is Moon sitting in the second house of family, aspected by Mars and Venus. Now here, native's family, especially his mom, forced him to marry a girl whom he didn't like at all. He was against her because they both did not have common interest. The girl, she was extra spiritual. She doesn't even has mobile phone. She's like, no, I don't. She's extra spiritual to another level. But the mom wanted this girl for this guy. So there is no connection between them. And eventually, after few years, they saw divorce. In this, Venus is in Purvashada Nakshatra, whose again the Lord is, we all know Venus. Venus is sitting in the seventh Lord of partnership and marriage. The native got married to this person for the sake of business expansion and money. Venus here is also the Badakesh. Here, no love, only compromise has been since last 10 years. Externally, they look very happy. They have amazing social media page, but I know them personally. Their life is, just a total made up life, I would say. And they just stay as roommates and friends, nothing more than that. They have their own personal lives. This is the last example. Here, Venus is in Punarvasu, whose lord is Jupiter, aspected by Rahu, who is also sitting with Mars. Native was not happy in her marriage. She had constant disagreements with her partner because he never gave her any support. In fact, he hardly stayed with her. Half the times he was, staying and traveling to other places. And here when transit Jupiter came in sixth house, and when transit Ketu came in the first house, because that is a malefic and Jupiter is over there, so she saw a divorce. So basically, the summary over here is, by looking at where the nakshatra lord of Venus is placed, we can get a very clear idea of how Venus expresses itself in person's life. Whether it works easily, that is, if it has no malefics, then of course it will work easily. Only during transit, the person has to be little careful, face some blockages or has challenges. The house where Nakshatra Lord sits shows the area where the energy will be most active and important. Active and important is very, very, very important over here. So here, thank you.
Can I ask a question?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I also want to know. Because chat box is totally stopped, okay?
No,
Yeah.
chat box is only to host and co-host, and you can write your questions and it will come to us. The second thing is that if you want to ask a question, please come on camera and ask.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure, no problem, no issue.
Ritu ji ask.
If
Yeah,
there
madam,
is,
hello. Can I ask?
Please wait. Ritu ji is already asking.
Okay, okay, no issue, no issue.
if there is an exchange between Venus and Mars, or if there is an exchange with any other, then how does it act?
What we are talking here is about Nakshatra Lord. So if that Nakshatra Lord has any malefic aspects,
Yeah.
of course, then it will. I have shown in the example, in the first example, that she had aspect of Rahu. So of course it didn't work well with her. Overall, her husband was not supportive. From the start of the marriage only, they had no understanding. They both were having, and they had both illusioned a different world, different expectations from each other. So Rahu played its role with the Nakshatra Lord's aspect.
Okay, so you take the aspects too.
Yeah. We take the malefic aspects on Nakshatra Lord.
Okay, this is from D9.
Both you have to check, D1 and D9.
Okay, both D1 and D.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you see in D1 only, you come to know that the flavor is already there.
Okay.
D9 just confirms it more.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah, Tusharji.
Yeah. Pudamji, can you go to example 4?
Just a minute. Yeah.
Example 4.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, as you said that Venus here is Badhakesh. How does it mean?
It is Badhak, right? Badhak, the concept, the dual sign, no?
Adhikam.
Gemini. It is Badhakam. Oh, it is my, okay. It's Badhakam.
Okay.
Badakesh is Jupiter.
No, but how it should be not Venus, but Jupiter only should be the Badhaka.
That is Badhakesh, and the Lord who is sitting over the planet which is sitting in the Badhak house also gives you that effect. Also becomes your one of the Badhakesh.
Any amount of planets sitting in the seventh house, if Ketu is sitting, Sun,
Any.
all of them will become
Yes,
Badhake.
yes. It depends upon the degree, and there are different layers to this, but they do give the flavors of negative planets. Yeah, they become malefic.
For Midhun Lagna, for Gemini Lagna, I think Badakesh is seventh lord only. Jupiter will be.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the planet the planet present in the seventh house will also give you the Badhakam. That becomes Badhakam. It will give you that effect.
You mean to say that it will give the result of result like Badakesh?
Yes, that's what I meant.
But Jupiter is also there, so Jupiter will also become.
Jupiter too is there only. He is Badhakesh. But Venus is Badhakam.
Okay. What's the difference between Kam and Kesh?
I think Sir has explained this, Rituji, n number of times. You
I
can
get
just
a
go
little
back to the
the
lecture.
the planets will be the Badakam, and the others will be
Yes. Whichever
Jupiter.
house, it is
Seventh
fixed
law.
sign, it is fixed sign, or it is dual sign, or it is immovable sign, movable sign, whichever.
No,
The
you mean to say who is the Badakesh? The Venus is
Badakesh,
Jupiter is the Badakesh.
The Lord is
Rashi
the
Lord.
Badakesh.
the
One
Lord,
sec.
yeah, Ruchiji, go
Poonam,
on.
yeah. No, no. Poonam, you only explain.
The Lord
But
is the
let her
Badakesh.
talk, please. Yeah.
The Lord is the Badakesh, and the planet present in the house
Seventh.
becomes Badhakam.
Correct. हाँ जी समझ आ गई बहुत अच्छा.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Yes, Somnath.
Yeah, hi ma'am, good evening.
Hi.
Ma'am, so I have first question is that in this rule, so whenever Venus is being aspected by malefics, so divorce is guaranteed or problems are guaranteed but not
Where does
divorce?
this question come from? Right now, where does this question come from? Right now, the technique what I am teaching is that you have to check. We are not checking divorce over here. We are just checking the cause of fight. But this fight led to divorce. I am showing
Yeah,
you the path. Okay. So whenever you see the Nakshatra Lord, if it is sitting in a good position, then there won't be much of malefic effect. But if it is aspected and surrounded by malefics, then definitely you will see the flavor of divorce.
Very good. Thank you.
Yeah, it is like that. It depends upon, I have seen in the last slide, I did mention. See this, I have mentioned over here. You can just reread this or just take a screenshot of this. It depends upon whom it is sitting with and what the planet is. If it is already a malefic nakshatra, then you will know. It is basic astrology.
But you know, Poonamji, in Purvashad, Venus is in its own house. Actually, it should be good. But because of Rahu or whatever the malefic effects, it's led to it.
Right.
okay, ma'am, thank you.
I
Actually,
think
I have just attended one class of Sir only, and I'm comparatively
Exactly.
new.
You cannot just
Yeah,
directly go to the.
yeah, that's why
Yeah.
that confusion
It
as
will
well.
just create more confusion for you. So just take it as one layer.
I think in this case, a chart 4, Bhadake, I say, what you got, so Venus is the Karka for the marriage also. He's sitting in the Karka, same house, seventh house. So that will also affect a lot.
Yes. All right. So, thank you so much.
Thank you. Excellent.
This is a very good technique. Please just go through this technique again.
Thank you.